Hey, it's Aaron, and today I'm with a 2023 Infiniti QX60. The QX60 was brand new last year, carries over this year with just a couple of changes. There's a wireless charging pad for your phone that's now standard, and it has, I think that's it for this year. You can see it's in a great color right here. This is a three-row mid-size but small mid-size SUV. This is very similar to the Nissan Pathfinder. And some of the competitors would be like the Acura MDX, vehicles like that. So what you've got here is a wonderful luxury ride. It is very, very well done. 3.5 liter V6 under here, 295 horsepower if I remember right. 9-speed automatic transmission. All-wheel drive in this package. You can get it front-wheel drive only if you want. Don't know why you would. Drives a lot better with all-wheel drive. I will tell you that right off. So, yeah, it's a fairly well-priced kind of mid-sized three-row SUV. Fits just perfectly right in that genre where a lot of buyers in the luxury segment seem to find themselves. By the time you've moved on from the lower end regular models and you want to get into luxury, this is probably the size you're looking for. So let's check it out. So you can see from the side here, it's a very well done and nicely sized SUV. I really like the lines on this. The color really brings them out too. It brings them out just the right way. If this were a lighter color like white or a darker color like in towards black, you wouldn't see as much of this. This two-tone really brings it out. So what you have is you have kind of the Infiniti hunch here, which has become squared off rather than just a big round like it used to be. So that's part of the new generation. And then you can see that dips down and comes back out and down again, making this shelf, which creates a line right across here that stops just before that mirror. And then you can see how that creates a fender. Running along here, you see another line starts just in here, fades in, and then runs along the door and fades out right here. Just above it, fading in, is that rear fender line that runs around, creates another light shelf and accentuates this fender, creates that right there. And then you have the black roof with the pillarless rear end where they deleted the pillar or made it black. And all of that it's set off by the chrome, which doesn't close at the back end, creating that full floating roof look. Nissan really likes that look. Infiniti has really taken it to another level. It's a very, very good look. It's really pretty. Also like the integrated roof rails and that they are body colored, so they're colored with the roof rather than silver. I think they would look bad if they were silver. They would look great if they were this color, but they would look bad if they were chrome or silver. So really well done there, just very simple lines, a little bit of a dip right here, and then an accentuated running board slash rocker panel down there. Really well done all the way around. I love the way this looks. Let's go around the back, check out the working end. So you can see on the back here, very good look again. This comes out fairly far. This also slopes pretty wide before going straight down. Really nice look back here. Fake exhaust ports here. The actual exhaust is right down there. This is just to create a little sportier look, I guess. And then you can see the receiver for the towing. Towing on this is about 6,500 pounds for those asking. There's a button right here. Push that. Opens up the hatch. Now, a couple things. This comes equipped with a camera mirror, so you can flip the mirror in the front and it turns on a camera. That camera is actually mounted right up here in the top of there. I don't know if I'm seeing that, but there's a camera up in here. So it's fun because you see better with those. I like those because they eliminate this tunnel, but you see better with them. The funny part with it is that when you run the windshield wiper, it goes over the top of it and stuff. It's kind of funny. But anyway, you do have to run the windshield wiper to clean that off once in a while. There is dirt accumulated. Anyway, cargo space, pretty good size. Under here, there is a space to put a whole bunch of stuff, and there is a spare tire going down underneath. So you have space in here for, it's about the height of most of a milk jug, maybe 2/3 of a milk jug. And then you have this much with the third row deployed. The third row down, it goes all the way up to there. There are cup holders, USB ports, etc. for the third row. There are D-hooks on each of these corners, and then with the third row down, you have them about in the middle of where those are. Then you have the second row seats. You might just be able to see a little button right on the back of that seat. That button right there is so that the person in the third row can push that. That whole seat will tilt up and forward, and then they can get in and out. I'll show you that when we get to the side and we start talking about the interior more. But wonderful, wonderful setup back here. Really versatile. So you can get a lot of cargo in here when you need to, and you can get a fair number of people in here otherwise. So we did a little road trip as a family. You can see there's captain's chairs in the second row. So we had 3 kids plus 2 adults. Drove really nicely. It was this is a great setup. So nicely sized for a lot of people. Let's go check out the interior. It's a little rock. So I promised I would show you the seat tilt. So if I reach back, if I was the third row passenger and I touched that button, there's another one down on the bottom. That is what it does to let you get in and out right here to get to that third row. My kids being kids just climbed over the middle. But I'd also like to point out that these doors open almost 90 degrees, really close to it, and they have integrated window shades. That comes standard. So sitting in here, you can see me at 6'3", haven't missed a hamburger. I have plenty of knee room right here. My feet can go under the seat to stretch out a little bit. These seats are very adjustable. I like this style. The roof is good. I still have, I'm gonna call that an inch of headroom, and that's with this big panoramic roof pushing it down. There is, this is a tri-zone climate, so there are climate controls back here, as well as heated outboard, well, there's only the outboard seats, but heated seats out here. A couple of USB plugs, one's a C and one's an A. There is a household outlet back here, a couple of drink holders, a little bit of storage in the middle, just a nice setup. And I will point out, this is this one has a Bose Performance Series stereo. It is beauty, especially because this car drives so quiet. It is so quiet on the road. Beautiful sound out of that stereo. Let's go check out the front seat, and yeah, then we'll wrap this up. So up here in the front seat, same difference. Door opens almost to 90. Lots of room. I have tons of stretch right here because right now the car is off, so it moved the seat back to let me out. Normally I'm more like this when I'm driving, but tons of headroom. I have the seat pretty far down, but not all the way. And I've still got a good 3 inches there. This seat will move up and down. See that? So this has been my happy spot. Wonderful everyday drive quality. So this isn't a sporty car. It's not fast. It's not fun. You don't feel the curve or any of that stuff. This is a regular drive. It's a nice daily. It has nothing special about the drive. It just always feels good and confident and capable. That's it. And for most people buying something like this, that's probably about where you want to be. Now this particular one has this beautiful 2-tone interior. It's actually 3 tones if you look very closely. There's a wood inlay here, kind of that plasticized leather that they do for dashboards up here, and then a more leather, it's vinyl down here with beautiful quilting on it. And then you have this brown to match that, that's actually soft soft-ish plastic. It's not totally soft, but it's the absorbent kind of plastic, and by absorbent I mean sound absorbing. Wonderful look and layout. The stitching here matches the stitching on the seats. These seats, of course, are heated and cooled. Controls layout is pretty obvious and straightforward. When you turn on the cruise control, you can opt to have the lane keeping on or off, up to you. This has, I don't remember what Infiniti calls it, Nissan calls it ProPilot. It is a very good keep you on the lane, on the freeway, keep your distances, all of that stuff. Very good system for that. It doesn't drive for you, but it does do a very good job of keeping you centered and good, so you don't have to move the wheel a whole lot. It was doing a good job on our little road trip, making up for some 40-mile-an-hour crosswinds that were trying to shove us over. It was making up for that nicely, keeping us in the middle. So well done there. There are just a lot of nice feeling things in here. It's just a beautiful interior. Okay, there you go. That is the 2023 Infiniti QX60. Really well done. It's a nice kind of even vehicle. There's nothing really woo about it, and there's nothing really meh about it. It all just kind of fits. And so it's well done and a good shot at the market it's aiming for. It's not trying to be, a sports car and SUV clothing like an Acura, and it's not trying to be, just your boring sedate grandma mobile. It's kind of fitting that market that looks for something that's comfortable for the family, luxurious, but not over the top in any way. And this really fits that, including with its price tag. So very well done here. I really like this in QX60. I don't think they get enough credit. I think they get ignored a lot. Infiniti tends to get forgotten when we're talking about luxury vehicles, and I think that several of their vehicles, like this one, really are hitting the mark. They're just so quiet about it, nobody notices. So here you go, Infiniti QX60. This has been Aaron. Talk to you again soon.